Hello folks, this is Fuzzfinger and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. So we're going to continue today with our search for Cloud, who as you will probably know has gone AWOL. That is why we're controlling Tifa right now. So you might be wondering what we're doing standing outside Cosmo Canyon. Well, I would like to, before we carry on searching for Cloud, pop together a couple of items that have now popped up around the world. The first of which is located up here and is quite a valuable materia. This is the first time we've been able to access it, and if you go through the secret door in the back of this shop, we'll just grab this thing first of all that's hiding around here. That's the full cure materia, that's what we was after, and an elixir and a magic source. The full cure materia does exactly what it says. It is a better upgrade than Cure 3, to Cure 3. So we're going to start levelling it up a little bit. We'll get rid of time for now. You need to get 3,000 points into full cure before you can actually use it at all. The only downside to this spell, it does what it says, it cures you health to full, is that it can't be paired with an all materia. That does not work. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just the way Square wanted it, but nevertheless, don't even bother trying. There are a couple of items in Rocket Town that have now sprouted up, but neither's particularly exciting, so I'm not going to bother grabbing those for the time being. Instead, we're just going to hop on over. Well, hop on up, I should say, since we're going up here. Oh, that's coral, we don't want to be going there. Here we are, Nibelheim, Cloud's hometown, and Tifa's. Want to go into Tifa's house. And I'm just going to run upstairs. And if you interact with the piano, so long as Cloud played with it earlier. That's weird. I seem to remember being able to collect an elemental materia from here from when Tifa was in the party. But I guess we'll have to try it again later. Make sure there's nothing else around Tifa's room. Okay, there's definitely nothing for us to collect at the moment, so we'll try that again in a bit. So yeah, what was important is that we collected that full cure material, I think, from Cosmo Canyon. Now to begin our search for the missing Cloud, we're going to start by heading up to Icicle Inn, and we can't park on the snow, so we need to find the closest grass area to Icicle Inn, which will be down here. Got a little bit of a walk to do. But that shouldn't be a problem for some heroes like us, should it? Back attack. And we get to one-shot things. And yes, I am using Sid in my party. I haven't used him much in the game so far. He's a pretty good Imber character to have, and he has some pretty awesome limit breaks as well. So I thought we'd give him a try. I don't know if you have to come to Icicle Inn, but I usually do so I'm going to suspect that you do. And you can just chat to people. This guy just sells you things. He's got a pretty good upgrade there for Barrett. And he's got an upgrade for Sid as well. Although it's not a great upgrade, so I'm not going to bother wasting any money on that. I'm going to buy some tents while I'm here, we're running out of those. Thank you, goodbye. See if these kids have got anything to say. Nope, they're just talking about Sephiroth's barrier, which we ran into in the previous episode. I'll pop into the inn in a moment, but not until we've spoken to people around here. Ah, the cat's in the way. Okay, I'm just going to nip into the inn and then we'll call it quits. There's a few more interesting comments around. I'm not going to stay the night. Nope. Just make sure there's nothing in here. We haven't checked yet, have we? So this is where we collected the snowboard from earlier. Ah, there we go. That's what we needed to know. Mideel. That's where we're heading to. We need to go to Mideel to start searching for Cloud. I knew there was some information there. So let's go back to the High Wind, hopefully no enemy encounters. Ah, bloody typical, isn't it? Bloody typical. These things you can steal carob nuts from. And at some point you're going to want to start doing that, so bear that in mind. They also have, incidentally, a crap load of hit points, if I remember. Let's see if I can use laser on this thing. See what happens. Look at that, 7,256 points of damage. I think we'll be using laser again, in all honesty. 5,000 points of damage. Nice counter attack. To be honest, unless you're going to steal carob nuts, you may as well run away from these things. They don't actually do all that much. And they have a whole load of health, as you can see. And they don't give you any experience, or very little. But since we've almost killed this one, we're going to finish it off. Will Tifa kill it? Nope, she certainly won't. There we go, now he's dead. $500 experience and 40 AP. And no odds, what a load of crap. Anyway, we're going to go all the way down south now. Past the Costa del Sol. Even past Junon. Temple of the Ancients, not much left of that. Fort Condor, interesting place. Crap mini game there. We'll be visiting it in a short while though. In the meantime, this is where we want to head to, Mideel. Now, there's a couple of things we can do here, but more importantly than anything else is that we're going to be looking for Cloud. In fact, before we go here, I know I'm being annoying, but there's a materia we can collect, although we have, from that place, from Mideel, although we have to actually work for it. And in order to collect it, we have to first purchase something, which I believe you can get from the Chocobo Ranch. So I'll check something. You know what, I tried for about 6 bloody hours earlier trying to collect this Chocobo Lure materia when we first arrived in this village, or this little hamlet farm thing. And now it's appeared for me. It's bloody typical. Right, that's what we want, a Mimic Greens. Make sure you get a Mimic one, not any of the others. And you'll see why soon. Now we can head back to Mideel. Now you're probably thinking, why is this crazy person gone and bought a bloody Chocobo Green when he was in the middle of the story? Well, you're going to find out in a second. Right, we'll park up again, head back over in. And we're going to look for a panic shopper. And I think it's this one right here with the Chocobo music. Being chased by a little mini white Chocobo. And what we want to do is speak to this little white Chocobo. And it wants the Mimic Greens we've just purchased. Well, that's handy. So we'll give it some Mimic Greens. And now Tifa wants to tickle him. Well, naturally. And you have all these options to tickle him. You only want to tickle him behind his ears. Because if you tickle him behind his ears, he coughs up this new materia. And it's the contain materia. Let's have a quick look at that. Where is it? There it is. Now if you level this materia up, it has some pretty devastating attacks such as Flare. And also if you level it up, if you pair it with an added effects materia, you get some pretty fun effects in battle. So I would definitely recommend you collect the contain materia while you're here. And while we're here, we'll see if the shopkeeper has anything for us. Absolutely bugger all. Okay, so you can speak to some people if you want to. And you can also go shopping. Once you approach this dog in the centre of town, things will kick off. And Tifa will overhear this conversation in the background. It looks like Cloud is here. Well, that's nice. Where is he? Where's Cloud? course, Cloud was left behind when Mideel was summoned, and has apparently absorbed a lot of live stream energy. Ah, poor Tifa. Be brave, big man. Oh, you can always count on Barrett, can't you? So it looks like we're saying goodbye to Tifa for now. It's very casual, isn't he, Kate Sith? Ah, Scarlet and Heidegger. He's not a very good spy, is he, letting us creep in on the enemy's plans? Or does Kate Sith just not actually care about anybody? Huge materia. That's interesting. So they're collecting huge materia. The interesting thing is, if Kate Sith is recording, then presumably he is somewhere in this room, the person who's controlling him. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go to Coral and Fort Condor. Yeah. Sid's going to be the new leader. I mean, Sid doesn't actually have a clue as to what's going on. He sleeps through most conversations, and he's been in the party about 2 minutes. So yeah, he's qualified to be leader. I mean, I think even Vincent would have made a better leader, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so we're off to the operation room in order to select our party. And then we'll be off to the coral reactor in order to collect the huge materia before Shinra reach it. We'll take Barrett, and I think Vincent. Hopefully we've got the materia back from Tifa. So yes, we will take off. Before we go anywhere though, there is one more item we need to collect from Mideel, which we didn't manage to collect before speaking to that dog earlier. There's an elixir there, but that isn't actually the item. That was strange. Right, what we're looking for is the accessory shop, and incidentally the weapon shop's up there where there are numerous items you can purchase. Materia shop, I think we've got all these, haven't we? Yeah, don't need anything of that. Let me go. Right, where's the accessory shop? That's the item shop down there. That's the weapon shop. We'll be going in there in just a moment. Ah, this looks good. First of all, I'll just double check if there are any. Ah, yes, this is the accessory shop. Didn't look like a shop for a moment, I was a bit confused. Nothing too interesting to purchase there, that's not what we're here for. Instead, we need to search for just outside the accessory shop. Here in the floor, there's a key. Now you can't access the key, but you do need to search for it so you know that it's there. And then when you enter the weapon shop, you'll see a door behind. And if you try and open it, you'll see that it's locked. but remember we saw that key. To be honest, you probably could have just banged on the weapon shop door first without coming here. But now we should be able to loot this thing. And now with one beat up old useless key in our possession, we should be able to access this door. Although we won't be getting in there, I'll tell you that. Instead, we're just going to pee the owner off. And as we've learned about a minute ago when we stole an elixir, telling the truth is always the best option. So let's apologise and get it over with. It's a painted door, you moron, Sid. But you get the cursed ring for your trouble. Which is an interesting item, and I'll let you experiment with that yourself. Before we leave, the only thing you might want to do is actually visit the weapon shop. He does actually have some pretty awesome weapons. The crystal sword and the crystal glove are probably illustrations that Cloud and Tifa will be joining us again in the future. As you can see, massive increase in damage. So yeah, we'll buy one for Sid. And you can get some crystal bangles if you want to, but I'm not interested in that at the minute. Probably should have bought something for Vincent. Ah, man, I don't want to lose double materia growth. Okay, I probably shouldn't have bought Sid's weapon. Let's sell some of this crap. Don't need any of this. We do want the ribbon though, I don't want to sell that. Yeah, potions, so I'm not going to do that on everything. What I am going to do is buy the weapon for Vincent, the Winchester. It's got a bit of an upgrade to it, so... And that's definitely everything now. We'll just give him that to equip. And we'll give him the ribbon. No, we won't. We'll give Sid the ribbon. And that's definitely it now. Can't go out that way. So we know where Cloud is located. We've got a pretty good selection of items this episode. And Tifa has left the party. And we have our next mission to go and get the huge materias, of which we know of 2. So next time we will be heading to Coral to collect the first one. I hope you'll join me for that. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I've been Fuzzfinger. Please like this video if you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you have. I'll see you next time. Bye.